All right, welcome back everybody. Active Life Qigong, your source for Chinese medicine and longevity. Stop what you're doing, stand up, let's improve our health right now, today. Qigong is the syncing of breathing, focus, full body movement to bring circulation to every cell of our body. Let's dive right in. With cupped hands, we're patting the head. We often start this way. Today we're focusing on neck spasm, neck pain, a crick in the neck, waking up with that seized up feeling in your neck. Here's something you can do today. I'm turning my head whatever amount I can side to side as I percuss the sides of my head. I want to keep my shoulders as low as I can. Good. Now we're going to swing one arm over the top and slap right under the neck on the spine. While we do this, we're going to start our slow breathing, our long breathing. We're going to exaggerate it at first because we probably haven't had a lot of fresh air in our lungs if we just woke up or if we're just finishing a busy day of work. We've been sedentary. And notice there's a turning of the hip, a little balance of the legs to help swing that loose arm up and over. The last thing we want to do when we have a tight neck is stretch it. Almost always the pain in the neck comes from misalignment and tension in other muscles of the body. Good. We're going to start at the lower body and work our way up. That's one of the secrets for treating neck pain. We have our ankle circles. Leave the toe on the ground. Roll the whole ankle as far as you can in every direction. These go pretty fast, but you want to make sure you're not shortcutting it, doing a small circle. Really get to the end range of that circle. Still breathing. Other way. Now you can see the knees also getting the circle. You can accentuate that a bit. Don't be afraid to let that knee circle around, even the hips starting to get a little rotation. Other side now. We're still breathing. We're taking the shoulders down and back any amount we can. When your neck gets really frozen up and painful, it feels like your shoulders are crawling up, locked up towards your ear, and your head's being pulled back. So we're not going to force it, but we're going to keep the shoulders moving back and down. While we breathe, other way. Long, full breath in the nose. Out the mouth. I'm not sucking in air in a panicked way. Just even, steady. Good. Now, we've already rotated the knee a bit. Let's rotate the hip more. Bring the hands out of the way, just on the belly. Other way. If you need a hand on something for balance, do it. But try not using it. The balance in your ankle will thank you. And notice in the circle, switch directions if you haven't. We're going all the way out to the side and then all the way across the other knee. Let's switch sides. Pick one direction first, all the way out to the side, all the way across the other leg. Now, after you've had a few breaths where you're breathing a little stronger out of the mouth, start to breathe other direction, in and out of the nose. You should feel fatigue in your hip muscles on the standing leg and the moving leg. You should feel some fatigue in the balancing muscles of the standing leg. Good. Flat of the hands on the waist. Fingers point down the glutes. Take the feet double shoulder width or shoulder width and a half. Untuck the butt, so get rid of the Donald Duck butt. Shoulders come down and back. Even just standing here is a stretch for the shoulders and neck, or for the shoulders that'll benefit the neck. So we hinge at the hips, circle around, breathing in and out. In, out. This is slow. We're going around the world, so I'm not cheating the side, any side. I'm not cheating part of the front. Exhaling back to the back. In. I'm not rounding my spine. I'm not arching my low back. All the way to the front, all the way to the back. Moving the hips, not the shoulders. It's easy to do this. That's moving the shoulders. We want to move the hips, other direction. We stay looking forward the whole time, keeping the neck long, pulling the shoulders down and back. Breathing in. You'll see when you pull the shoulders back, you often want to arch your low back. Keep that tuck in the pelvis. Keep the curve of the back flattening slightly. Good. Now double shoulder width stance. The crook of the hand goes on the hip muscle now, the hip groove. And you'll feel these muscles in the side of your hip. We want to put some pressure on those. The feet turn out 45 degrees. And we're going to rock side to side. Now when we shift our weight, I'm sitting my hip down towards my foot. I'm not sending the knee forward. If this causes pain in your knee, then most likely you're sending the knee forward instead of the hip backwards. So think about sitting down with the hip, keeping the torso upright, versus bending the knee and bending the torso over. If that's too much right now and it's just hurting your knee, then you can make the motion smaller and shift back and forth, focusing on one side and then the other. So let's do that here for a moment. I'm going to keep my hands on my hips and I'm just going to shift into one knee, shift a little bit back into the other hip like I'm sitting down, not very far. This is the safer option for the knee. But if your knees aren't complaining, then take the lower option where you try to sit the hip down towards the heel. Putting pressure in on the hips with the thumbs. Keeping the shoulders down and back. And breathing. Good. Our last exercise is going to engage parts of the upper back and stretch everything from the fingertips to the neck. I'm exhaling forward. Inhaling, spiraling the arms back, pulling the shoulders and elbows back as far as I can. I'm going to exaggerate the breath for a couple. Notice the fingers are straight and long, often described as like a dragon's claw. We don't want to have tense fingers. We don't want to have really rigid fingers, but reaching long. Arching my back here, or rounding the back here, pulling the shoulders back, making sure I don't arch the low back here. Keep that low back neutral. Now let's add something to this exercise. I'm going to step back into a lunge position. Inhaling, pulling back, I shift onto my back leg. I press forward into that lunge when I spiral forward. As I'm sitting back, my ankle is stretched quite a bit. My back calf is working. I push forward with my legs. So all of a sudden, it feels a lot more like a leg exercise. And the arms are following along. They're actually quite relaxed. When my legs stop moving, my arms stop moving. Here's how it looks from the side. I'm really crouching back on that back leg. It's under a lot of tension. I press the heel and drive the arms forward. Switch sides. If you lose it at some point, just go back to just the arms. Or you can practice the legs separately. This is our last movement. This movement alone can be a pretty excellent workout if you work on it slowly and at full extension. When I inhale back, I'm almost doing a half squat, a one-legged squat, pulling the back like a rowing motion. So everything in the back of the body is working. When I press forward, I'm getting a lunge and a lever with my back. Good. Let's shake the body a couple times. Even pick up the shoulders a bit and drop them. Now let's stand, hands on the low belly. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Thank you for joining us. Leave a comment if you have any questions. If you have seen these exercises done differently, if you wonder how they're working to help our neck, leave a comment below, like and subscribe if you enjoy this channel. Thank you for joining us.